Good Thursday evening and welcome to the Ncwlife Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. Today, a beautiful day, although we are still seeing temperatures cooler than where they should be for this time of year. We were hovering around mainly 60 degrees for most of the afternoon, but look at this beautiful shot from our Sky-Fi Tower cam at Apple Annie's, looking above our neighbors to the north in Kashmir, and just a few clouds out there, calling it mostly sunny today and light winds. And we need some rain, folks. It has been a very, very dry period. And look at what was sent down from the National Weather Service today at Wenatchee Pangbourne Airport. We have received 1/100th of an inch of moisture from all of July through all of September, and that now ranks us tied for first all time with 1970 and 1967. Yeah, it was a dry one, and you can see some other towns around our area, including Omak, also very dry this summer. It looks as though we may see some rain in the next couple of days and once again early next week, and we'll tell you more about that coming up a little bit later on in your weather forecast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Wenatchee police continue to search for a man who they say has been harassing women along the irrigation canal in town. The occupants got out safely, but the Rock Island home was a complete loss after a fire swept through the single-story dwelling Wednesday morning. If you saw smoke in the Chelan, Tonasket, or Cle Elum areas today, it's because of prescribed burns by the National Forest Service. But first, we begin tonight. Chelan County Superior Court Judge Robert McSeveny has resigned his position on the bench to take a job with the U.S. Justice Department. McSeveny is currently on the ballot to retain his seat in the November election, facing Wenatchee attorney Travis Brandt. McSeveny was appointed Superior Court Judge by Governor Jay Inslee in January, replacing Judge T.W. Chip Small. His last day as Superior Court Judge is October 24th. He's been hired by U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions to serve as a U.S. Immigration Court Judge in Seattle. McSeveny's name will still appear on the ballot, and if he receives more votes than Brandt, it would then fall to Governor Jay Inslee to appoint a judge. Wenatchee police say there have been recent reports of a male hanging out near the canal in Wenatchee between Castle Rock Avenue and 5th Street, making sexual comments towards women who pass him. In one instance, he allegedly followed a woman who ran and then called police for help. The suspect followed at a distance and disappeared before officers arrived. In another instance, he allegedly touched a woman who passed him after she politely said hi to him. Wenatchee Police spokesman Captain Edgar Reinfeld described the male in his 20s, Hispanic, with facial hair and wearing a black hooded sweatshirt and gray pants.
Whatever this particular suspect's intentions are, we don't fully know. We would very much like to talk to him and find out. Be aware of your surroundings. Look around. Listen if you can, if you choose not to listen to music on your headphones, and call 911. One of the biggest problems we have is people trying to just deal with whatever situation instead of reporting. If you're approached by a strange person in an area that's secluded, get on with us with 911. It gives us our best opportunity to get to you quickly and to try to resolve the situation. But report all suspicious things that bother you. If it bothers you and you're thinking about it, please call us so we can try to see. There might be a pattern of activity like we're seeing here that we need to address, and it helps us out.
If you have any information regarding these incidents, please call Rivercom at 509-663-9911 or Officer Magnuson at 888-4137. Well, the occupants got out safely, but the Rock Island home was a complete loss after a fire swept through the single-story dwelling Wednesday morning. Douglas County Fire District 2 Chief Dave Baker says the structure, located in the 200 block of Saunders Road, was fully engulfed in flames when crews arrived shortly after it was reported around 4:35 a.m. Baker says the fire appears to have started in the kitchen area, but the exact cause was under investigation. The fire also torched a vehicle next to that home. Well, if you saw smoke in the Chelan, Tonasket, or Cle Elum areas today, it's because of prescribed burns by the National Forest Service. 300 acres of hand piles were burned 17 miles east of Tonasket, 137 acres burned 18 miles southwest of Chelan. 26 acres were intentionally burned near Liberty up Blewett Pass, and another 45 acres was burned 10 miles northeast of Cle Elum. The Forest Service will continue with more prescribed burns through the fall. And coming up next, the 2018 wine grape harvest has arrived, and area wineries are busy crushing and processing what they see as a vintage year for North Central Washington wine. East Wenatchee hosts the annual Wings and Wheels Festival coming this weekend. Organizations interested in securing a share of Chelan County's lodging tax funds for 2019 have until 4 p.m. October 31st to submit their applications. And Stage 1 fire restrictions, namely campfires and dispersed recreation areas that have been in effect in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest since July, will be lifted this Friday, October 5th. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the Ncwlife Evening News.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, you know, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging and Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old, fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
Welcome back. In another news, coming soon to a tasting room. 2018 wine grape harvest has arrived, and area wineries are busy crushing and processing what they see as a vintage year for North Central Washington wine. Ncwlife cameras captured the scene this week at Chateau Fer Le Pont Winery in Wenatchee. We spoke with the owner, Doug Brazil.
It looks like a really good year. It was normal early summer, and then it got hot and stayed hot. So all the fruit is coming in a little riper and a little earlier than usual. Kind of fast and furious. I wish it wasn't quite so fast and furious, but we've already crushed about 10 tons of fruit, and by this weekend we'll double that, and then the following week we'll probably finish off with another 20 tons and be done early.
So what varieties are you working on this year?
We pretty much the same ones we do every year, but Syrah, Cab, Merlot, Sangiovese.
Ooh, Sangiovese, I love that.
Yeah,
It's good.
that's a favorite here. We use it in a blended wine we call Provence, and then we also bottle it as a single varietal, and it's always one of our more popular red wines, along with Syrah. People really tend to like that.
So how's business?
It's been great. Slowly improving every year, so can't complain about that.
Great. Well, thanks a lot for your time, and appreciate the education.
Appreciate it.
You betcha.
Come back and drink some wine.
I plan to.
North Central Washington's wine industry growth has exploded over the past decade, with over 60 wineries now located in Wenatchee, Leavenworth, Chelan, Cashmere, Quincy, George, and Oroville. East Wenatchee hosts the annual Wings and Wheels Festival this coming weekend. The event celebrates the historic 1931 non-stop flight from Japan to East Wenatchee. On Wednesday, a delegation from our sister city of Misawa, Japan, was greeted at East Wenatchee City Hall by Mariachi Wenatchee. have numerous displays and exhibits during the festival. Miss Vidal 2 will also be flying over the valley. This is the new Miss Vidal Memorial at Shibashiro Beach near Misawa, Japan. It's near the takeoff point for the nonstop flight in 1931. The original memorial was washed out to sea with the 2011 tsunami that struck the island. Well, organizations interested in securing a share of Chelan County's lodging tax funds for 2019 have until 4 p.m. October 30th to submit their applications. There's $250,000 in lodging tax revenue available this round of funding. Grants are awarded based on the ability to increase tourism and convention activity in the county and boost overnight stays and/or increase retail sales. Last month, County Commissioners approved the Lodging Tax Advisory Committee's recommendation for about $1.5 million in disbursement to area chambers of commerce and others over the next 3 years. The $250,000 now available comes from a discretionary portion of that funding. You can find complete rules and details on how to apply for funds on the county's website. Stage 1 fire restrictions, namely campfires in dispersed recreation areas that have been in effect in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest since July, will be lifted this Friday, October 5th. This means that recreationists will be able to have campfires in all areas of the National Forest that are normally open to campfires. Fire officials remind forest visitors that they will still need to be aware that the fire hazard still exists, especially if warmer weather returns. Visitors should be careful with all fires, including hunter warming fires, and make sure they're completely out and cold to the touch before leaving their campsite. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home, too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
I have a doctor who knows what they're talking about.
It's just so much more hands-on and friendly than anywhere else I've ever been.
It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted.
We've just been grateful for the care and respect that we've been given there.
And here when I come to visit my doctor, I'm not afraid to ask questions.
It's not just about getting you in and out.
I love my care at CVCH. It's awesome. Give it a try.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Time now for our weekly Kennel Cameos feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today, NCW Life's Megan McPherson introduces us to Sullivan the dog.
Hey guys, Megan here with the NCW Life channel. We are here with Don Davies, the Executive Director of the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and joining us this week is Sullivan.
This is Sullivan. Isn't he beautiful?
Oh, he's gorgeous.
He is one of our really wonderful cases. He's been at the shelter since maybe about June, but he came in extremely thin. He was found wandering, and he had been chewing on his tail, and he needed a lot of attention, and he gets really stressed out in the kennel situation. So we put him into foster care, and some wonderful foster parents have been taking amazing care of him. He is just so sweet, aren't you, buddy? and his tail's doing really good. He just needs to be in a quiet house that has a routine. Probably older kids would be okay. He's great with dogs, likes younger dogs actually, but probably not with a lot of strangers coming in and out because he gets a little stressed out. And then, but look at how sweet you are. Yes.
And how old is he?
He's 4.
Okay.
He's 4. And if you're interested in meeting Sullivan, call the Humane Society and ask for one of our staff to coordinate so that the foster parents could bring Sullivan in and meet them.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Kennel Cameos is supported in part by Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory in Leavenworth. Not only does the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory have great house-made fudge and super delicious candy and caramel apples, but they also have great doggy treats for your four-legged friends, located at 636 Front Street in Leavenworth. This has been Kennel Cameos at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. But before we get to those details, let's take a beautiful look outside our weather windows. You can see Kashmir below our Apple Annie's Sky-Fi tower camera. A few high clouds along the mountaintops in the Cascades today, but other than that, we saw some beautiful sunshine and much lighter winds today. Boy, it looks great, doesn't it, this time of year? Temperatures, though, for the second consecutive day have been below where the National Weather Service has predicted the temperatures. Today we were supposed to get to 65 degrees. So far, though, only 61 here at the Pangborn Airport in East Wenatchee. 42 our overnight low. Didn't quite get in the 30s, but we did set a record low temperature yesterday morning at 35 degrees. So it was a cold one then. Normally we should be at 68, 46 is our normal overnight low. Record high for this date, 81, set back in 2003, and our record low in the great year of 1981, and that was 34 degrees. Precip today, nothing so far, and 4.41 is where we've been stuck on for January to October precipitation. Sunrise this morning, 7:04, and the sun will set tonight at 6:34. Putting our surface loop in motion and show you what we can expect. Once again, this roller coaster ride continues. As we get into Friday, this area of low pressure right here will bring all this moisture up into north central Washington, and that will bring us at least a 50% chance of rain showers, mainly Friday night. So if you are heading out to area sporting events, dress appropriately. Saturday, not so bad. Mostly sunny and warmer. It should be a pretty nice weekend overall. We will see clearing skies as most of this moisture pushes off to the southeast. As we get into the last day of our weekend on Sunday, mostly sunny in the morning. We will see increasing clouds by afternoon, but no chance for precipitation until this storm moves down on us on Monday, and that will bring us cloudy skies throughout our morning hours with a 40% chance of rain. Widely scattered showers throughout our afternoon, and this system as well will push off to our southwest. Most of these weather systems are riding down the backside of this large area of high pressure that just won't move in the eastern Pacific. For Tuesday, we still have a 20% chance of maybe some early morning showers with clearing in the afternoon on Tuesday. Wednesday then, behind this system, look at all of the snow in the Rockies. We will see some colder air funneling down behind that, so high temperatures on Wednesday will struggle to even reach 60 degrees. Let's take a look now at your Quick Lube and Tune forecast. Tonight will drop down a lot like this morning, 41 degrees for our low. 60 is all the high temperature for your Friday. 20% chance of rain in the morning. That will increase to a 50% chance. That should be by Friday night. Mostly sunny and warmer on Saturday at 65. A beautiful day as well on Sunday at 67. Monday then, once again, partly cloudy. Some showers will begin to move in. A 40% chance of rain on Monday. We'll drop that down to a 20% chance for showers. And as I mentioned, by Wednesday, we will struggle to see 60 degrees, our afternoon high temperature then at 59. And that is a look at your local weather. Coming up next, Eric Granstrom with sports and more as the NCW Life Evening News continues right after this.
Thanks to the help I received at Goodwill,
I have a job. I'm working now. Thanks to Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to get you back to work. When you donate to or shop at Goodwill, you're really helping people find work.
Thank you.
Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
The physical therapists at Cascade Medical love the outdoors as much as you do. But sometimes where there's love, there's also pain. Let us help you get back to the activities that you love. Cascade Medical, partners in your health.
The Ncwlife channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's Learn, Guada TV, Street Talk and Other Stuff, the 12th District, Life with Lisa, and the Arbiter of Stoke. Ncwlife channel is your local TV station.
And now it's a sports update on the Ncwlife channel.
And a happy Thursday. Eastmont's football program has gone to the state playoffs 6 times in school history. Last time was 2012. The Wildcats finished atop the Big Nine standings, 8-2 record, fell in the first round of the playoffs to Auburn. That would have been, let's see, current seniors at Eastmont, 9 or 10 years old. For senior defensive back Jordan Jessup and his classmates, they'd like to change that.
Nah, I think we actually did want to come out and prove ourselves and make sure everyone knows this is a Eastmont that's going to continue to keep winning and keep getting better, and people are going to start knowing our name and everything.
Why is that important, do you think, for you guys?
I don't know, because no one's really came out or really looked at the team, I guess. I don't know. It's just good and to know that a local team here is doing good, you know.
Head coach Michael Don is in his 4th year at Eastmont. His teams have finished 5-4, 1-9, and 6-4. This year, the Wildcats off to a 4-1 start. Don says it's been a challenge to change the mindset within the program.
I don't think so. Even when we first started, year 2 for us was a big shock for us as a culture. We didn't think we were where we were. We thought we would be a lot better. We thought we had a good group of kids, and it just didn't go our way, and we realized we had a lot of holes in what we were trying to do. And we sat down with the returning players, and we sat down with the young guys, and we decided, what are we going to do about this, and how are we going to change? We really live by the no BCD, no blame, complain, defend. It's solve. We want to solve problems, and so when we have an issue, we sit down and we figure out how to solve it, as opposed to complaining about it. It's what can we do to get better. As a coach, my job's not to sit there and go, well, I don't have players or I don't have this. It's to, how can I get these guys to play at their highest level possible?
Now, Eastmont travels to Davis tomorrow night, trying to win its 2nd consecutive Big Nine game and keep pace with Wenatchee and Sunny Sun. Well, the game will feature tomorrow night on the Ncwlife channel. Pits Wenatchee against West Valley. For Panther coach Scott Devereaux, it'll be up to his defense to keep track of the Rams quarterback, 6'1", 223-pound senior Spencer Jolly.
We have to stop the big play on their offense. Their quarterback has a strong arm. He can really throw it. They haven't been very consistent at it, but he's got a cannon. So we have to stop the big play. We have to stop the running game. They have a pretty shifty running back. Make them earn it. And offensively, we just need to execute like we did Friday and get our running game going. And then off that, we can do a lot of other things.
Well, offensively, the Panthers have found a great target in tight end Riley Coons. The junior has 3 touchdowns among his 7 catches after missing the first 2 games with a stress fracture. He's also a huge asset in blocking on the line. So which does he prefer more?
The lineman part of me says say blocking, and the receiver part of me says say catching. I probably like receiving more. Sorry, Coach Jags, wherever he is. But I mean, that's why I love tight ends so much, is because you're not just a receiver, you're not just a blocker. You get the best of both worlds in that aspect. So catching balls from Camden, hell of a time. Blocking guys, hell of a time. So really, I don't have I've had to say a favorite probably receiving, but I do love both parts of my position.
Now you can see more of the interview with Coach Devereaux as well as Riley tomorrow during our pregame show, 6:45, right here on the NCW Life channel. On the prep schedule today in soccer, Lake Roosevelt on the road at Manson. Chelan has a meeting in Omak. Kashmir is hosting Okanagan. And 7 o'clock tonight, Wenatchee's at Sunnyside, while Eastmont hosts West Valley. On the volleyball courts tonight, well, I guess it started earlier today. Cascade Christian traveling to Walla Walla Academy. Riverside Christian hosting Etiat. Manson at Bridgeport. Waterville Mansfield in Soap Lake. Omak hosting Chelan. Okanagan's at Kashmir. Tonight on the NCW Life channel, we'll bring you live volleyball action between Wenatchee and Ike. I'll be alongside Leanne Branham for your play-by-play with a pregame beginning at 6:50, the first serve at 7 o'clock right here. In the pool today, it was a busy day for Eastmont in a double duel against West Valley and Sunnyside. Coming up tomorrow, by the way, just a heads up, 11 dive meet happening at noon at the Eastmont YMCA Aquatic Center. Finally, American League wildcard game last night went the way of the Yankees. Aaron Judge hit a 2-run home run in the first inning, and Luis Severino stellar on the mound as the Yankees ended Oakland season 7-2 the final. Giancarlo Stanton also went deep for the Yanks, and Luke Voigt contributed a 2-run triple as New York heads to the ALDS against Boston on Friday. National League Divisional Series underway. Colorado at Milwaukee, Dodgers hosting Atlanta, and then the other ALDS tomorrow has Cleveland and Houston in the morning. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCW Life channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and all the day's news with Steve Hare. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Yes, we are live from Studio 2. I am Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday today in history and birthdays. Tom Potter joins me in studio. How are you? And Rod Cool is my guest today. The expert is Bonnie Orr. We're broadcasting live from Studio 4, from Studio 2, Studio 7 here in downtown Wenatchee. Time for the obscure holiday of the day. Your Dog to Work Day, Beautician's Day. It's National Selfie Day, and in honor of National Selfie Day, I'm going to take a picture of myself.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCW Life channel.
If you want to work in healthcare, choose the program that teaches the skills employers want. The Charter College Medical Assistant Program combines hands-on learning in the lab with convenient online learning, plus real-life experience with an externship. Classes start every 5 weeks, so you don't have to wait to launch your new career. Enroll with confidence, knowing Charter is institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, and be ready to work in less than a year. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Sir, I pulled you over today to ask you one thing. Is it true that Apple Valley Honda has a free lifetime warranty on every new Honda?
Officer, I'm glad you asked. Our lifetime warranty comes free on all of our new Hondas. That means you won't have to pay a dime for any major expenses. That could save you thousands. And no, you do not have to service with us. It's a great peace of mind, officer.
Wow, my wife and I have wanted the new Accord. We'll see you this weekend.